Okay, now we're moving up to the granddaddy of Alembic circuitry. This is a short scale Series 2 in Cocobolo. And this bass has the Series 2 circuitry, which is different than the circuitry line that's below it, with more of the standard instruments. Series 1s and Series 2s, they're much more complicated circuits. They've also got single coil pickups as opposed to the humbuckers, and the result is a sound that was originally designed to sound incredibly great, on stage, like you had like you were in the studio. It was the beginning of Alembic circuitry design, going this direction. But the question is, do you like it better? Is it a more usable tone for you? This circuit obviously has a lot more knobs. You got a master volume, 2 volumes, 2 tones, 2 continuously variable Q pots, and then a pickup selector. And for me, when you're playing live with these and you're out on a like a big stadium tour or something, these really do come into their own at high volume, large venue, just pushing air. They're great. They have a lot of fullness and low end, and that circuit is legendary for that. For my particular ear, I tend to really like the non-series circuits, just for a clarity and a sparkle that they have, and also just a more down-to-earth tone. This is earth-shattering tone, and it does have its place. I think that for the most part, you cannot fault it in any way. It's just a little bit different. I guess probably the biggest question is how much noise or interference you're getting from it through a room. I mean, I'm turning it up all the way, and you can hear a little bit of hiss, things that you don't really get with the other circuits. They don't have problems with interference from lighting and radio frequencies as much. Not that you would ever really notice it with this anyway, especially if you have one of the newer series circuits, or have had your RF update on an older one. It really does take care of any noises or issues. But anyway, this is what a Series 2 circuit sounds like. has different strings than I normally use. This has the gold-plated strings on it, and I like the evenness of a series circuit. I like the the powerful real punch that it has, and it does come through live. Recorded, I think I would probably feel safer recording with the lower price circuits that are not the series ones, just because you're less likely to have a noise or a frequency problem. So I think that the way any Alembic records incredibly well. I mean, it's not really an issue. I'm just stating from the fact that you walk into a studio and you don't know if it's wired right or what they've got. A lot of them do have adjustable lighting in there that can interfere with things. So the reality is you don't want to waste studio time. You're going to get, they're going to look at you like some kind of an idiot if you bring something in that's noisy. So I think it's always safer to just take the simpler route. Anyway, once again, it's a short scale Series 2 Alembic. It's got a great tone, there's no doubt. But compare it to the more basic circuits and let me know what you guys think. I personally am absolutely thrilled with my more basic Alembic circuits, and I love a good series instrument. It has more features, more details, more workmanship involved in a lot of ways, just little things that they do, a few more laminates here and there, gold plating, things like that, but the basics are still there, even in an Essence, which is an entry-level Alembic bass, and you're not going to find that the construction is any worse. It's just that this one costs upwards of $30,000, maybe $40,000 now, and some of the other instruments are a quarter of that. So that's something to consider. But with any Alembic, you are not losing. They're all fantastic. They're all great. If it's ego or clout you want, then yeah. And if you can afford to do it, I'd say go for a series instrument. But if you're a working musician that's looking for tone, looking for quality, looking for reliability, looking for playability, and a sound that is better than anything else out there, just simply because of Ron Wickersham and his circuit designs, and then the guys in the back doing the best build possible. It's it's just never a losing proposition to buy an Alembic. I have used them continuously since 1978, and I try everything. You guys know that. And when it all comes down to it at the end of the day, this is the stuff that works best for me. And same goes true for my Alembic preamps. I either use an Alembic F1X or an F2B. And a lot of you have asked me, what are you using for amps and this, that? It really just comes to get a super powerful power amp that's clean and quick. I use either an old Carvin DCM 3000 or 3800, or Samson MXS 4800. They're high wattage, but I like to have that headroom. And then use either of the Alembic preamps, and you will be getting the absolute best tone you possibly can. There's just nothing like them. They're simple, they're basic, but it's got the sound. And they did a fantastic job back in the day. I mean, that preamp really is a product of the early 70s. So, you know, show me something that sounds better and I'll certainly consider it. But I've never come across anything that sounds better or works better. And they're reliable. I mean, I've got it, you know, ones from back in the 70s that are still running as good as the day they were made. Alrighty.